Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Crimson Diamond. So it's been a few days since I last played this, or even uploaded an episode of it. The cold I had coming on last time turned out to be COVID, and this is the first time in several days I've been able to string together an entire sentence without breaking out in a coughing fit, and I still might cough a little bit, but I have a nice cup of tea next to me. I'm just really eager to get back into recording. I've really missed it. Um, I'm going to remind myself what the heck I was doing. I'm looking for tools. That's right. I have a shovel, I got a trowel, and I have a streak plate, a porcelain plate from the kitchen. So I need a pick and a hammer. Um, let's see. Ooh. And we also learned that Nessa wants to search for Evan's will in the study, and Evan tried to bribe Albert to report no diamonds in Crimson. So I was going to ask Albert here about his tools. Um, we could also ask him about the bribe. I wonder if we can actually ask people about the things we've eavesdropped on them about, or if Nancy is going to want to keep quiet. All right, but first, I think I asked him this stuff. Okay, yeah. Ask about tools. Wow, Mr. Respa, that's some field kit you've got there. May I borrow a pick from you? Certainly not. You would only damage these fine instruments. I won't be getting a pick this way. I'm sure I can find one for myself. What about a hammer? You are too curious. Okay. I mean, maybe he'll be okay talking about this because he turned down the bribe. Okay. I think Kimi was down this way. How are you, Kimi? Oh, hi, Nancy. I didn't see you there. There is a steep cliff here with a rather scenic waterfall flowing from hidden crevasses. The cliff face hosts a thriving colony of what you assume are double-crested cormorants. They clearly enjoy nesting here. Boathouse east of here. I don't think we've looked in the boathouse. Kimi is here. Um, Looks like Kimi was so anxious to see the cormorants that she brought her suitcase with her to the cliff. Suspicious. Geez, I need some tea already. I remember last time when we were trying to leave and we found out that we couldn't, Kimi got really upset for some reason. I think she's trying to escape. My suitcase was my mother's when she came to Canada. It's a bit worse for wear, but I love it. What suspicious thing do you have in there? The double-crested cormorant is distinctively large, with a swan-like neck, webbed feet, and a bright orange beak. I bet she stole something from the house. I bet she stole the diamond. Boathouse. This place is new. Okay, so we're looking for a hammer, and I think we have a lead on a pick because Jack is missing his ice pick, which I'll admit it's probably not the same kind of pick that we want. But if there are two different picks in play and the ice pick is not something we can use, because he did say he didn't need it right away. If there are two different picks in play here, I'm gonna be mad. Boathouse and a dock here. Oop. A canoe bobs up and down with the river current. Cattails line the riverbed. You can see a cliff looming to the west, forest to the north, and the bridge to the east. Nope. Oh, no. I need to go through doors. No, I can enter like this. The interior of the boathouse smells damp, which is no surprise. Canoes and oars are stored here. You can see a tackle box. The tackle box looks dusty, much like everything else in the boathouse. Search tackle box. There is a hammer inside the tackle box. Oh, I suppose this is a toolbox. Good. It's a good thing I looked in there. You take the hammer. Yay. All right. I doubt there's anything I could do with the oars. All right, the bridge is over here. We should take a look at it. There's a large wooden bridge here, which either leads south off the property or north towards the lodge. Cattails line the riverbed. You can see the boathouse to the west and a jetty to the east. I also realized we haven't found Nathan anywhere in the house today. I mean, I know he's like a family friend of Evan's, or not a family friend, just a friend of Evan's. So he honestly might live nearby and just have been visiting, but because I don't think he had a room. But I'd still be surprised not to find him here. Ooh, there's something shiny in there. There's a jetty here overlooking the rushing river. Cattails line the riverbed, and there's a rotting log lying on its side with something shiny in it. A dirt path leads north into the forest. West leads to the bridge and east to the waterfall. The rotten log is well on its way to returning to the earth. It's covered in moss and starting to cave in. Search log. Full of moss and gross bugs, and a little metal whistle. You take the duck call from the rotten log. A metal reed duck call with a carved wooden case. The words F.A. Allen Monmouth Ill are stamped into the duck call. Oh, I remember. There's a person we need to ask people about, Carl. Because there was a note left for Carl near the bridge, so we should ask everyone about Carl. Didn't Jack mention a telegram left for someone named Carl in the train station? He said he posted it on the bulletin board there. Why don't you ask him about it? I feel like Jack was the one person I didn't think I would ask about Carl. Ask about Carl. Do you know anyone by that name, Mr. Respa? No, Miss Maple, I do not. All right, I'm going to continue exploring this way because I think there is still even more stuff to the east. What happens if it's a duck call, so maybe there are ducks? Ooh, maybe we use it with the cormorants? You put the duck call to your lips and blow. That's a funny sound. Okay. I bet if we use that with the cormorants, something interesting will happen. A roaring waterfall rose speedily off the escarpment. There are mossy rocks by the water that look pretty slippery. And north is a smokehouse, and then the jetty. Okay. I'm guessing nothing to look for here. North. What's in this part of the woods? Deep in the forest. Yeah. No, I wanted to go this way. This is the western section of the forest. A dirt path runs west and east. You think if you walk north in the woods, you might find your way back to the lodge. Can we get lost in the woods? That would be awesome. No. There's Albert. Oh, if you just press space, it shows the last thing you searched, or the last text you tried to parse. Did I ask you about Carl? Who? Not a friend of mine. That sounds familiar, actually. Oh yeah, the name of the telegraph tape in the train station, right? I don't know anyone named Carl, and there aren't many people in these parts. Maybe someone passing through? It was a pretty recent telegram since it arrived after mine. Whoever he is, I hope he gets his message. What did the telegram say? I didn't read it. Yeah, only glance at it. I can't remember where I left it. A shame, because I can't chip off bits of ice for drinks. Hmm. Where would someone have left an ice pick? And if I look in the ice box, um, he wouldn't have left it in the ice box, would he? No. Okay. All right. She's gonna close the door as she leaves. Could could it be in the bar then if he uses it to shave off ice for drinks? Not there. Let's take the roundabout way and go to the bar. What was this called? It's the bar. Okay. There's nothing like on the table. Okay. Hold on. What about a multitude of bottles sitting on the back counter of the bar containing various liquors? Hmm. Porcelain plates. It looks like there's like a mug with something sticking out of it over here. Hmm. Where else could someone use an ice pick? Um, have we actually have we been up in Margot's boudoir ever since we tried to overhear her conversation with Jack? I mean, and maybe if we ask people about the ice pick, she wishes she knew. Okay. Not helpful. Unhelpful. That's probably something smart to ask people. Maybe Evan would know. And I also want to ask him about Nathan. He comes and goes as he pleases, as I figured. Ask about Pick. What? Okay. Um, Nessa and Corvus are upstairs in their room. I don't care at all about that. What I know about that would probably go over your head. Okay, jerks. Okay. I feel like it's not going to be in the house. Like, there's a reason we're exploring outside. It's so that we can actually find, like, interesting stuff outside. Um, um, what's this called? A bench? Um, it mentioned, like, a muddy spot in front of the chair, but no, I guess we're only digging to get samples. This isn't the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. We can't like use our mining equipment to do fancier things. I really have no idea where this pick would be. Okay. What happens if we blow the whistle by the birds? Do they care? A duck? Where? Oh, we distracted her? Oh, okay. I figured that would make the cormorants interested in something. That was interesting. Okay, can I search her suitcase? Um, Kimi could be back at any moment. What if she got you going through her things? What the hell? What am I supposed to do now? Um, Shoe prints by the riverbank. I better be careful and not stray too close to the edge of the river. I mean, they're obviously Kimi's footprints. Woo, I'm glad she didn't slip on those rocks. I would have felt terrible. Where is she now? Um, I worry. I hope she didn't go too far. Okay. So Kimi is just off looking somewhere for ducks. What did that achieve? Okay. Well, even if I don't have a pick, can I take river samples now and like put them on the plate? Hold on. The canoe appears to be made of animal hide. The river's current may be strong, but the canoe looks up to the task. Eh. I'm trying to go inside. Why is this so difficult? Okay. Okay. No. Oh, Kimi's back. Ask about ducks. Ask about duck. No. Okay. Show whistle. Okay. You can't show things to people. The waterfall seems to originate from deep in the mountain. The water looks fresh and very chilly, even in the heat of the summer. So Kimi left footprints. What can we do with that? Okay, maybe we can like dig river. This part of the riverbank looks slippery and dangerous. I should look elsewhere. Dig river. Here we go. You take a lump of dirt out of the riverbank. You are surprised at how deep you have to dig before you find minerals of any kind. You take advantage of the handy-dandy river and wash the dirt away from your sample. Wonderful! Looks like I've obtained a good sample from the riverbank. I still need to collect 2 more samples from outside the lodge. To chip samples from larger rocks, I'll need something similar to a geologist's pick. Something strong, metallic, and pointy. So maybe not literally a pick. Strong, metallic, and pointy. Maybe I should look in all these buildings again. Not in there. Maybe in like the smokehouse there are like forks or something for like sticking meat. That's the best I can come up with. Oh, what's that on the floor? Ah, walking into buildings is so difficult. Um, Search bag. Search salt. No. Okay. We got something out of there, right? It's been a while. I don't remember. Ooh. An axe? Hmm. How about in here? You don't see a trowel right now. Okay. No trowels. Search birdhouse. You can't see inside the birdhouse from here. Okay. Jack, can you help me pull the axe out of the thing? God, I can't type today. I left the axe out in the orchard. I was cleaning up some overgrowth, which reminds me, I gotta harvest those apples. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I need to rub sample on plate. Okay, what samples do I have? Rocks are a combination of more than one mineral, so it's easy for me to remove those from the sample by visual inspection. I've also removed the red stones from the sample, as those are clearly garnets and not the subject of this fieldwork. There! Now I can analyze the sample using other methods. Awesome. Okay. Rub mineral sample on plate. You don't have that right now. What? And also, can I use the loop on this? Some of the specimens have tiny arching scratches and a pitted frosted surface. Some of this is river glass, so I can eliminate those specimens from the sample. River glass and sea glass are bits of glass that has been tumbled with water and stones for years. It can sometimes look like minerals. And now, after a visual inspection of the river sample, obviously unlikely diamond candidates have been eliminated. Okay. Rub river sample on streak plate. You rub the specimens from the river sample on the streak plate. One of the specimens produces a white streak. The streak plate probably has the Mohs hardness of about 6.5, so this specimen is softer than that. Since diamonds have a Mohs hardness of 10, I can conclude that this part of the specimen is not a diamond. I think, honestly, this game would be great to play in like an earth sciences high school classroom. I can see myself as a teacher making well, I can't see myself as a geology teacher, but if I was like a teacher that had to teach general sciences, I guess I can definitely see myself assigning this game as homework or extra credit. The remaining specimens from the river sample don't make any streaks on the streak plate. When a specimen doesn't make a streak, this is sometimes called a colorless streak. Garnets can have a hardness of up to 7.5, and diamonds have a Mohs hardness of 10, so they wouldn't make a streak. I wonder if Albert will let me borrow one of his Mohs hardness picks so I can test the remaining bits of my river specimen. Chip samples off rocks, so I need... Oh, fire pokers? The poker I've made of raw iron and looks pretty sharp. Take poker? No, okay. Too good to be true. A length of telegraph tape smoldering in the fireplace. There is some powdery soot accumulating in the fireplace. Take tape? You carefully pick up the telegraph tape. Most of the telegraph tape has been consumed by fire, that's right, because Evan told Jack to burn it. But you can barely make out some words. Bridge, bomb, sabotage. Oh, wait. Despite your careful handling of the telegraph tape, it crumbles into ash. Uh-oh. Examine soot. Take soot. You take some of the soot. Okay. You don't want to soil your lucky loot by using it to examine the soot. It's a fine black powder. Um. Okay. That got me nothing. So I can't use the poker as a pick. What about in the billiards room? Look, cues. Maple wood with nickel radius leather tips. Take cue. There's no one here to play with right now. Okay. um, doesn't seem to work. Okay. What does Jack say about the ice pick again? I can't chip off bits of ice for drinks. Ask about drinks. I serve Mr. Richards a hot toddy every night before he turns in for the night. Sometimes he has a bit of whiskey too, but he doesn't think I know that. Sure, he might drink a bit too much, but he's an adult and that's his business. Maybe he stole the ice pick to put ice in his whiskey? Maybe. That's not his room. Um, look, nightstand, a drinking glass and water pitcher. Look in the bin. I've been watching too many British shows. Why did I call it a bin? There isn't anything in this basket. Um, oh, I can open it. Look, it's just locked. No, I can't. Okay. The water glass and pitcher are set in Albert's nightstand. What a thoughtful and hospitable touch. Polished and sparkling to Jack's high standard. Okay. What if I open this drawer? Okay. These drawers were locked, right? Yeah. Albert has put a couple of geology and mineralogy books on the desk. Search desk? Okay. It's not in here. Damn. I feel like that's my lead. The fact that Albert drinks whiskey at night and doesn't tell anyone. So maybe we go back where we started and ask Albert. You are too curious. Okay. Oh! Oh, I was wrong. It's not Albert who has the whiskey before bed. It's Mr. Richards. It's Evan. That's right. Okay, so maybe the ice pick is in here. Nightstand is empty. Nightstand is empty. God damn it. Hmm. Maybe in Margot's room? Um, ah, no. Okay. Maybe this is a cabinet? Okay. Search cabinet. Oh, there are drawers I can open. Oh, right. Right. Okay. No ice pick in there. No, nothing in the bookcase. Ugh. Maybe it's in my room. Ugh. Mm. Where might Jack have gone? Where he could have left an ice pick, I mean. Hmm. What about the desk? Sturdy mahogany surface sits on double pedestals, each with boasts a drawer and a cupboard. A blotter, a brass lamp with a green glass shade, a clock, and a pen stand steps. The green leather blotter has been worn smooth from repeated use over many years. What about the pens? Two brass fountain pens. Take pen. But the pens look so lovely as a set, it would be a shame to separate them. Take pens. You think you're clever, eh? Well, you can't have the pens. Nice. I appreciate that humor. Mm. On closer inspection of Kimmy's shoe prints, you conclude that she wears a size 6 or 6.5. How is that helpful? I'm not sure if that'll be useful information, but now I know it. Okay, at least I have that. Oh my god. Okay, I just looked it up. I looked up how to find the ice pick. And this pisses me off. I'm sorry I looked this up. If I had looked a little closer, maybe I would have figured it out, but ugh. I think I'm supposed to take the kettle, but resolve not to leave the kitchen with it. You can't imagine someone just walking away with your kettle. Okay. Open the ice box, and there's something sticking out of the ice. Do you see that? Something's frozen inside. Melt ice. How would you like to melt the ice? Melt ice with kettle. You eagerly pour some hot water onto the ice block. Ah, some of the ice is melted away, revealing a wooden handle. Take handle. After a few tugs, you're able to pull the wooden handle out of the ice block. The rest of the tool is pointy and made of metal. Hooray, it looks like I found an ice pick. Jack must have left the ice pick on top of the ice block, and when the ice melted and refroze, it gradually got swallowed up. Great. Ugh. Maybe I would have figured that out if I wasn't still sick. That's my excuse that I'm going to use. Ugh. Alright, I have my stuff. So now, I can probably take rock samples. I'll take my samples. By where Kimi is, I can probably take rock samples. Take rock sample. Don't disturb the cormorants. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, but if I get Kimi out of here. If I get Kimi out of here, then she won't care if I take rock samples. Okay, so Kimi does seem quite genuine in her love of birds, so I don't think she's lying about being a bird watcher. You chip a sample out of the cliff using the ice pick and the hammer. Hooray! Looks like I've obtained a good cliff sample. I still need to collect one more sample from outside the lodge. Okay, let us look at the rock sample, the cliff sample though. At first glance, it's clear that the cliff sample is igneous rock. This is consistent with what you'd expect for an area known for garnets. The cliff sample boasts a variety of fine specimens. It's pocked with white and red stones. My, I can see why this area was so good for garnet mining. Loop. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the sample is coarse-grained, leading you to conclude that is an intrusive igneous rock. Man, I love geology classes so much. I took in college, one of the only hard science classes I took was this class on Earth's geological history. So, of course, we started learning about college level versions of the different types of rocks. And eventually we moved on to fossils. We actually went to a local park and looked for we found troglodyte fossils in the rocks there. It was pretty awesome. But we studied a lot of rocks, and I remember being like, is it coarse? Is it fine? Yeah, that's just a good throwback, you know? Geology is fun. Diamond is an intrusive igneous rock, meaning they form below the Earth's surface when they had time to form into larger crystals. It's possible that this area could be geologically suitable for diamonds. Okay. Oh, rub cliff sample on plate. It's a bit awkward to rub against a streak plate. That's okay, it's still a nice sample and a good piece of field work. Okay? Now, where can my final sample be taken from? Surely not the rock that is currently being examined by by Albert. That doesn't seem right. I can try though. Just scoot over, man. How can I make Albert leave so I can get a sample of the boulder? How do I usually annoy people? Blow shit. That would work too, but I don't appreciate that. Try again. Does what he says change? I don't appreciate that. Okay. Um, how does Nancy usually annoy people? Ask about diamonds. Ask about pick. What? No. Annoy. You can't use annoy in this game. Okay. Um, inspect him. Inspect Albert. Look, Albert. Oh, you actually get a little portrait of them. Talk, Albert, just by talking to him. I'm very busy, Miss Maple. Keep talking. No. um, how do I annoy people? I feel like Nancy has been a very pleasant person to be around. Hmm. Low whistle. Okay. Um, I am once again a little bit stumped as to how I can annoy this man because Nancy seems like a very pleasant, charming person to be around. I don't know how she annoys people. Um, touch Albert. Okay. But I will think on that. I think, despite the thing I had to look up, it was somewhat productive this episode. Bear with me. It's my first time back after being uh quite unsuited for this for a while. So yeah, next time I will figure out how to annoy Albert away from here. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Crimson Diamond.